the way I would do it and why I would do it that way. But just gonna run you around so everybody can see what we're doing. We've been flat out busy this week. So we're doing a 33 unit complex, which we got 2-story and 3-story units. All the 3 stories on the back ends of these units. So we basically did all the fronts and the side ends and these ends. Yesterday we got a couple of spots to tidy up from the wind. The wind's going to be pretty bad today again. Hey Todd, how you going? Pretty windy. I got my teeth done. I got chompers. So yeah, Vietnam was really good. I really love Vietnam. We were there 10 days. So I'm about to book my return trip. So I got to get rid of these screw-ins, and then I get my final set of teeth with the titanium and zirconium teeth or whatever they are. I'm still learning how to talk due to I haven't had front teeth in for 5 years now. So it's pretty, I'm slowly getting there. It's been 2 weeks now. So I just got to learn where the false teeth are. So I open my mouth so my words don't hit the front of my teeth and lisp. So I'm getting there. I suppose I just got to do more videos to get that talking, argue with the wife more or something like that. I don't know. So we're doing this massive complex, 2-story, 3-story, 3 stories at the back there. We did all the fronts yesterday. We've got to jump all the yards, jump over the fences today and get all the backs. So I got my brother coming in to give me a hand with that, to help me with some pulling the ladders and stuff around. And then potentially when we're on the double blocks, he can be one side doing one and then the other side on the other one. So it is quite a big job to do. We'll get this done in 2 days. Yeah, I'm getting to that. I turn 40 next year, so I'm almost thinking that I need a helper in the truck. Because we're gonna do near on 20 grand this week, so it is quite taxing to do that much money in 6 days. But I can do it. My truck can do it, and that's the good thing about it. Our main equipment for this job is the downstreamer and super stud sucker, which is my remote control. So we've got the Sweet 16 there, but this thing here is the powerhouse, and it's been for me, like, coming into the business, when I first set up pressure washing, I had a trailer, I had a 12-volt pump in it, and we upgraded it 3 times, and we were always using 12-volt gear. I never ever used downstreaming until 3 years into my business, and now I probably use downstreaming 70% of the time, especially doing concrete. And then I've got the remote control in my pocket, and I can just turn on the chemicals, use the ball valve to flush behind me instead of pulling another line out or 12-volt and dropping chemical. I can do it all on the one line. And then the biggest regret that I didn't get a stud sucker from the start. I used those cheap injectors, and then This is the Enviro Super Sud Sucker. So that's been on there for 8 months now. We just replaced the ball and spring. So my brother did that while I was over in Vietnam. I didn't think he did it, but he put it back in the case and then taped it back up. But we got the new ball and spring and O-ring in there. Because basically the ball got stuck twice in one day, and then I put the kit in the toolbox, and when I went away, I'm like, just replace that because it's getting stuck quite often. So the O-rings perished, it's settled in there. So mate, these things are worth money. Like for the $2,000 that I sell them for, I would rip that off there every time the ball valve. Like the only thing that I've had fail is the seals. My old unit was a year old, and all that failed was the inside of the ball valve. I just grabbed that thing, threw it off, put a new one on, and then threw the other one in the bin. Like, why would I spend time pulling apart that ball valve, fixing a seal, when unless I'm doing a redoing the whole lot, and then you come in the next day and then the other side goes, like, I'm just like, fuck it. Just put a new one on. The money and just the sheer time that it saves me. Like, I'm doing another complex in 3 weeks' time where I'm doing buildings and concrete at the same time. So that complex is going to take me about 3 days. So you can imagine the size of it. And then places like this, like we downstreamed all the concrete in this one just for free. You can see how black it was. So we downstreamed all that yesterday, and you can see how white it's come up. So just the time factor, like you've already got the hose on the ground, all you're doing is hitting a remote control and you're using chemical. So time factor and stuff is just crazy. And then, you know, the good thing about the smart streams is that's going to your hose, that's going to your injector, that's going to the water, and that's going to the chemical. Yep. So your left side goes to your chlorine, your right side goes to your water, and your middle goes to your injector. And then you hook it up to 12 volt power. If you don't have a 12 volt setup like I do, you can just hook it up to your battery on the back of your pressure washer, because it doesn't draw that much power. So you could just hook it straight up into there, and then you got power straight away. Because every time you run your pressure washer, you're charging your battery anyway with the regulator or whatever it is, the little gadget, little magic gadget. So yeah, just remember I went live before on my membership channel to talk about the price and how I do these jobs, a full rundown. I think it was like 16 minutes, how I would set up, how I would organize this type of job. I'm starting to do a lot more videos and a lot more lives on my membership, trying to give people more content, because I want to not so much put that behind a paywall, but I want to be paid for my time doing videos, because YouTube doesn't pay me a lot. And if I'm going to stop a job like this and talk for 15-20 minutes, I want to be valued for my time and showing you jobs and how the price. So what it will do is jumpstart you into quoting jobs like this, knowing the time frame that it takes me and possibly what it would take you to do a job like this, to price out and not get scared. A lot of people get the dollar signs in their head when they do a job like this, but they don't realize the time and the effort to get it done, and they might overprice themselves, because you got to remember, body corporates like this will get 3 prices, and if you just go in for high ticket without value, without reviews, without word of mouth, somebody recommending you, somebody guaranteeing that you'll get the work done, all that type of stuff helps you secure these jobs. I love hunting for high ticket jobs, but I also love money in the bank, because money in the bank is mine, and I'd rather in my bank than somebody else's bank. So we talk about all that in the membership. I've got like over 50-60 videos on there at the moment. We're trying to build more and more. We got a lot of body corporates coming up over the Christmas. Got another school coming up soon, and we're chasing up some big quotes. Sorry, I was just reading Todd's. Yeah, well, the next thing is I've got injector manifolds from the States just come in, so mini manifolds, so we can add soap, degreaser and chlorine. So you've got 3, you can got a chance to have 3 feed-ins or 2 feed-ins. I haven't had a chance to stop and put them together and put them on the truck, because I've just been flat out busy. Here you go.
Are you guys doing the water pressuring today?
Yeah, doing the backyards.
Oh, the backyard.
Yeah, I did across the front. So there's places I miss is normally because there's a window open.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Because we just got home yesterday, and like, what product do you use? Because our windows were left open, and so all of our bed sheets are bleached.
Was that on the end unit?
Yeah, because we got an email with all the dates being wrong, and the letter that was left on our door said the 10th today, Friday, being pressure washed.
Yeah, everything's been scrambled up by the body corporate.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, can I just, what was the product you used?
There's a bit of chlorine.
Chlorine.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. One more problem. So we obviously bleach some bed sheets because the windows were left open, because the wind was pretty strong yesterday. So we're going to have that problem to deal with. Probably $200 to fix that. It's the biggest problem with body corporates is windows. You can put notices on the doors, which we went through yesterday. We booked this job in 3 weeks ago. When you book jobs out like this too far in advance, and you give people too much notice, they don't pay attention when it comes to the day of doing the job. I can guarantee I go down to that unit now and she's got all the windows open again. So we got notices on the doors. We did run around and we put notices on the doors, directly on the doors yesterday, to let everyone know to shut the windows. We got pretty high winds, so we're going to try and do around the areas that we missed yesterday. You can see I washed that wall yesterday, and there's still a section in the middle there that hasn't been done because of that window that was open. So it's just one thing after another. But you want high ticket jobs like this, which is what we do over here in Australia. It's like we got a lot of body corporates. So this is where your high ticket stuff is. You kind of just got to deal with it. Hand notices out, put it in their letter boxes, put it on their doors. but don't give them too much notice. You give them too much notice and then they'll forget about it, go to work, and then the windows are still open. So, oh well, that's my rant. I'm gonna jump in, do this. We'll have to handle that one. That'll get called to the body corporate, and then we'll have to handle that one. Guaranteed the windows are still open, because I've still got to clean the front if the windows were open. And yeah, we'll get some shit done today. Catch you later.